Hello everybody, Graeme from Frontenac Cycle here with another video for you. Today we're going to be introducing a video series and we're calling it, Why Does My Blank Not Work? So as you can probably imagine, one of the most common questions we get is, why isn't my shifting working? So we're going to do a multiple part series to break down the troubleshooting that we would go through as mechanics to determine why your shifting isn't working. So the first thing that we're going to look at when we're determining the cause of somebody's shifting problems is the alignment. And when we're talking about alignment, firstly on the rear derailleur, we're talking about the hanger, making sure that the hanger is straight. We're also going to look at the cage of the derailleur and to a lesser degree the body of the derailleur to make sure that nothing's bent out of shape there either. So first thing we do is we stand behind the bike and we check to see that the chain is falling directly under the jockey wheels and the jockey wheels are directly under the cog in a straight line. If the derailleur is cantilevered out and bent, that's usually an indication that either the hanger or the cage itself is bent, and that's the first thing we want to find out, because no matter how you adjust the cable, your shifting will never work if the alignment isn't correct. So following the same principle I just showed you with when the gear is in the middle, you should check other gears. Sometimes the alignment issue can be more pronounced in your higher gear or your lower gear, so sometimes it's a little bit easier to see in different gears. So moving from the rear derailleur to the front derailleur, you do need to have the front derailleur properly aligned as well. This particular one is a braze-on style derailleur, where the derailleur attaches to a braze-on mount on the frame. So there's not a ton of adjustment, but you need to have it set to the correct height. And the way you would determine that, on a brand new derailleur, there's actually a little sticker that has a guide that allows you to line up the shape of the teeth so that the derailleur is sitting a couple millimeters, the bottom of the derailleur cage is sitting a couple millimeters above the top of the teeth. So once you have the height set, you also need to set where the derailleur sits at that angle. And in order to do that, you want to line up the outer plate of the derailleur with the chainring so that it's all flush and lined up. As I mentioned before, we do want to make sure that the derailleur is at the right height. I've got my calipers here and kind of showing that the bottom of the derailleur cage to the top of the tooth is about between 2 and 3 millimeters. Different derailleurs and different chainring combinations will have slightly different settings, so if you are unsure, you can always refer back to Shimano's guides. They'll have information on that. The other aspect of it is lining the cage up with the chainring so that it's flush, and in order to do that, we're going to be adjusting the 5 millimeter bolt here, loosening that off a little bit, and then that will allow us to pivot the derailleur side to side. And you you're just going to use your eyeball to make sure that everything is lined up straight from tip to tail. You want to make sure that the whole body of the derailleur is as flush with the chainring as possible. Hope you enjoyed the first installment of Why My Shifting Isn't Working, and please stay tuned for future episodes, and we'll delve into why your blank isn't working. As always, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, and you'll see more awesome content. Thanks a lot.